Hello, James Vigliaturo here on behalf of Vintegrity Wines and Spirits and Osteria Centro to talk briefly with you today about Champagne Jacquart. Jacquart is one of the younger producers in Champagne, hailing from the 1960s, when a number of wine growers got together and banded their efforts to make a cooperative, which in that period of time, since the 60s, has made them into one of the more visible, important, and larger cooperatives in all of Champagne. Certainly one of the largest that's brought to America. What sets Jacquart apart, however, is their commitment to sustainability in the vineyard, which is relatively uncommon with a lot of cooperatives. What they have always tried to do is to get all of their winemakers or their vineyard owners to make sure that they're using sustainable practices. And it's important not just for the environment, not just for the vines, but also for what's in the glass, because in France and in many areas of the world, what's true in the vineyard is also true in the winery itself. Jacquart is also a producer that is steeped in tradition, but isn't really hampered by it. Case in point, the wine that we're talking about today is the Mosaic Brut. Brut being a style of Champagne, which is obviously dry, but then also the Mosaic itself is coming from the Rue de Mer, which is a hotel in Paris that the Jacquarts own. On the facade, there are 6 different mosaics that depict very traditional Champagne winemaking styles. And that really does resonate in the glass. They've had, for instance, in the past, a cellar master who came from Veuve Clicquot. And while the wine itself does hearken from that kind of a tradition, it's really, again, not bound by it. But that's what you're interested in, right? Is what's in the glass. So, without further ado, this wine really has everything that I'm looking for in a Champagne. We are looking for in a Champagne. It's obviously bubbly, but beyond that, it's got this aroma of fresh flowers and apple. There's a crispness to it, and it's so delicious. It's a wine that you could have with such a wide variety of foods when you think about New Year's, whether it's shellfish or cocktail shrimp or something like this, or caviar, but you can also have by itself as well. It's a wine for celebration, and really that's what we're here for. So with that, I want to thank you for your time today, and I want to cheers and raise a glass to you. Let's bring in 2021 well. Happy New Year's from James Vigliaturo, Vintegrity Wines and Spirits, and Osteria Il Centro. Cheers.